The dumb advice my grandma gave me made me a millionaire. Ever been laughed at for following advice from someone who still uses a flip phone? When I was 23, I got my first real job, marketing at a fashion startup in the city. Everyone around me was chasing trends, spending half their salary on designer, bags, and rent for apartments they could barely afford. I told my grandma about my plans to lease a sleek new apartment downtown. She smiled and said, "Why don't you buy something ugly no one wants and fix it up?" I laughed. She was talking about real estate, like I could just buy a house. But then she pulled out this old binder filled with photos and notes. Turns out, she used to flip rundown homes in the 70s. "People always want pretty," she said, "but wealth lives in the ugly." So I backed out of my lease and started looking. Everyone thought I was insane. My friends were sipping overpriced lattes and high-rises while I was buying paint samples and watching plumbing tutorials. The place I found? A cracked foundation, roof leaks, and smelled like a raccoon had lived there. I spent every weekend learning to lay tile and install drywall. YouTube was my social life. It took me a year. I sold it for $90,000 more than I paid. Then I did it again and again. Now I'm 29. I own 6 rental properties and just finished renovating my first duplex. My friends are still complaining about rent hikes while I'm collecting passive income. Grandma still has her flip phone. And now she also has a reserved parking spot in my portfolio's most valuable building. Turns out ugly advice builds beautiful futures.